Hi everybody, Namaste. Welcome to Back to Basics. This is our first class of the beginner series. Please take a comfortable seat, hands by the side of the hips. Right arm up, inhale. Exhale, lean towards your left side. Maintain the right hip rooted onto the floor. Come back to center and release. Left arm up, inhale. Exhale, lean towards the right side, feeling a nice stretch through the left side of the body. Come back to center, release the hand. Right hand on the outside of the left knee, left hand to the mat behind, inhale. Exhale, twist to the left side. Untwist, gaze forward and switch. Left hand to the outer right knee. Right hand behind, breathe in, lengthen chest, lengthen spine. Exhale, twist. Untwist, gaze forward, uncross the feet, come into an all fours position, a tabletop position. Place the hands directly underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingers, index finger or middle finger faces to the front of the mat. Separate the knees underneath the hips. Free up through the toes. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest as you arch through the spine. Look forward or up. Exhale, round the back as you tuck the chin in, tilting the pelvis. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest. Spread through the collarbones. Exhale, round through the spine. Drop the head. One more. And because this is a beginner's class, the movements are smooth, slow, and steady. We move at a slightly slower pace than a regular vinyasa class. Come to neutral. Curl the toes under for better support. Stretch the right leg out behind you. Toes down, heel up. Stretch the opposite left arm out in front of you. Spread through the fingers. Lift the belly away from the floor. Breathe in. On the exhale, release the hand. Release the knee to the mat. Switch, left leg out behind, hip height, right arm out to the front, spread the fingers. Push the floor away with your left arm. And release the hand and the knee. Walk your palms slightly forward. Keep the toes curled under, move the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Bend the right knee, stretch out the opposite leg. Bend the left knee, stretch out the opposite leg. And our intention in downward facing dog is to maintain length through the spine, through the back of the body. If that means you need to maintain a slight bend in the knees or maintain the heels slightly lifted, that's fine. Prioritize the spine and the length in the spine. From here, lift both heels high. Bend your knees. Move your chest towards the thighs as you push the floor away with the hands. And from there, stretch out through the backs of the legs. Good. Look forward. Walk or step the feet forward. And take a passive forward bend. Grab onto opposite elbows. Bend your knees as you take a slight sway. If you wish to stay in stillness, that's fine too. Come to center, release the hands to the mat. With the knees bent, gently unroll up into stand. As you straighten through the spine, Walk the feet together or about hip width apart as we start with our 3 rounds of sun salutation A, hands by the side of the hips. Breathe in, stretch the arms forward and up to the sky. Breathe out, hinge at the hips as you fold, bend the knees if you need to, release the neck. Inhale, slide the hands in the shins, lengthen the spine, strengthening the posterior core. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back into high plank. Push the floor away and spread through the shoulder blades. Knees down, chest, hips touch the floor, hugging the elbows in. Inhale, lift the chest into a cobra position. Exhale, forehead to the floor. Toes tuck under, push up, modified plank. High plank. Downward facing dog, hips reach up and back. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. Use the palms to push the floor away. Hips move up and back. Look forward, walk or step, feet in between the hands. Halfway lift, hands on shins, breathe in, long spine. Breathe out, fold, chest to or towards the thigh. Inhale, sweep the arms up, press down with the feet. Exhale, bring the palms to touch in front of the heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands in the shins, lengthen. Exhale, step back, long step, plank. Neutral pelvis, hips stay high. Lower the knees, chest, hips to the mat. Inhale, rise up, cobra position. Exhale, forehead to the floor. Push up and back through a tabletop into downward facing dog. Keep the breath steady. In down dog, remember the priority is the length in the spine. If this means you need to bend the knees or lift the heels, that's fine. Look forward, walk or step, feet in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, chest towards the thigh, fold. Inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, palms touch in front of the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back, plank position. Maintain heels high. Lower the knees, chest, hips to the mat. Squeeze your elbows towards each other. Inhale, come up, cobra pose, squeezing the shoulder blades, opening the chest. Exhale, forehead down, push up and back into downward facing dog. I love to keep my eyes closed in down dog so I can focus on the areas of stretch, my breath. You can maintain your eyes open as you gaze towards your navel, towards your feet, towards the mat. Gaze forward, feet in between the hands. Lift halfway up, breathe in. Breathe out, fold, chest towards the thigh. Inhale, feet press down as the arms lift up. Exhale, palms touch in front of the heart. Release the hands out by sides. Separate the feet about hip width apart. And take a few moments as you find rhythm of your breath. Feel the heartbeat. And open the eyes. From here, step your left foot back. Take a big enough step. Have your feet hip width apart. Square the hips to the front and bend your front knee directly over the ankle. Warrior One position. Lift your arms up to the ceiling as you gaze forward, or close your eyes as you find your balance. Straighten through the back leg as you ground the outer edge of the back foot, and breathe freely. In through the nose, out through the nose. Open the eyes, release the arms out behind you. Straighten the front leg, interlace the hands. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, rebend the front knee, fold forward. Chest on the inside of the bent right knee or towards the thigh. Arms reach up and over. Free up the toes as you maintain your balance here. Press your feet down. Inhale, come up into neutral. Exhale, release the hands on the hips. Shorten the stance just a touch. Re-square the hips to the front. Inhale, lift the sternum. Exhale, fold forward into pyramid pose. Release the hands onto blocks or onto the mat. In pyramid pose, the back leg is straight, the heel grounds down. The front leg wants to be as straight as the back leg, as much as the hamstring allows for it. Remember, if you can't quite reach the floor and if you don't have any blocks, then you can bend your front knee and you can place the fingertips onto the mat as you attempt to straighten the leg. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, hands on the hips. Breathe and come up into stand. Exhale, release, step forward and switch legs. Step the right foot back, feet hip width apart. Back foot turned slightly inwards in a diagonal, about 45 degrees or so. Bend your front knee. Reach the arms forward and up towards the sky. If the arms reaching up doesn't feel quite comfortable today, place the hands on the hips. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open the eyes. Release the hands. Interlock behind. Straighten the leg for a moment. Inhale, lift through the collarbones. Exhale, bend the front knee, fold chest towards the thigh or on the inside of the thigh. Arms reach over. Squeeze through the shoulder blades so you lift the shoulders away from the mat. Ground your feet down onto the floor. Inhale, reach up to neutral. Exhale, hands in the hips. Shorten the stance just a touch, maintaining the hips facing forward. Roll the shoulders. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. Hands on the blocks or on the floor. It's a really nice, intense stretch along the hamstrings, perhaps even along the sides of the body. Distribute weight onto both legs, front and back, onto both feet. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, hands in the hips. Breathe in, rise up. Exhale, release the hands. Step forward and face towards the side of the mat, the long edge of the mat, and separate your feet nice and wide apart. Parallel the feet and turn your right toes towards the right side of the mat, heel to heel alignment. Bend the front knee. Reach your arms out to the sides for warrior two. Gaze to the front hand or close eyes. Inhale 1. exhale. Breathe in for 2. Exhale, inch the right knee towards the right sides. 3. Ground down with both feet. And from here, straighten the front leg. Release the hands for a moment. Come back to Warrior 2. Rebend your front knee. Flip the palms to face towards me. Reach forward with the right hand and place the right hand on the inside of the knee. Left arm straight up to the ceiling. Side angle pose with a slight modification in the top arm. Use the lower arm to push the right knee away from the midline as you bend into the front knee. And lower the hips. Press the feet down, breathe and come into stand, Warrior 2. Straighten the leg, release the hands. Shorten the stance a touch, prepare for triangle, arms to the sides. Inhale, reach forward with the right hand. Exhale, place the hand towards the shin or block or towards the mat. Stretch the left arm straight up to the ceiling. As you feel a nice stretch in the left side of the body, along the left side of the waist, you may also feel a stretch along the right hamstring or through the adductors. If looking up feels comfortable on your neck, you can look up, otherwise sideways or down. Inhale, bring yourself up. Exhale, release the hands. And let's switch legs. Turn your left toes towards the back of the mat now, the left side of the mat. Bend deeply in the front knee, so you've got the knee over the ankle. And front heel lines up with the back heel. Stretch your arms out to the sides, the chest is nice and open, the shoulders are soft. You can gaze towards the left middle finger or close your eyes as you breathe in through nose. Breathe out through the nose. Inhale, connect with the breath. Exhale. Straighten the legs, take a moment. Release the hands and then rebend the left knee. Palms towards me, reach forward, inhale. Exhale, hand on the inside of the bent knee, right arm straight up to the ceiling. Pretend there's a wall behind you and you're leaning back against the wall. So the chest is nice and open in this extended side angle pose. A lot of people like this variation in the arm. I do too. Bring yourself back to center, straighten the front leg. Shorten the stance a touch if that gives you better stability. Reach forward with the left hand, inhale. Exhale, hand to the shin, block or the flow. Triangle pose, right arm straight up to the ceiling. Maintain the left quadricep engaged by lifting through the left kneecap. And spiral the right ribs up to the ceiling. Inhale, come out of the pose. Exhale, hands in the hips. Turn your toes to face towards the long edge of the mat. Roll the shoulders. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, fold forward as you hinge at the hips. Release hands to the mat. Have your hands about shoulder width apart. Walk the hands slightly back, fingers and toes line up, or line up the heels of the hands with the heels of your feet. Crown of the head to or towards the mat. Continue breathing. Inhale, straighten the arms halfway up. Exhale, hands in the hips. Inhale, lift the chest, neutral. Exhale, release the hands and heel toe or walk the feet together. Prepare for the world's best balancing posture, tree pose, Vrikshasana. Pick up the right foot, place it on the inner left thigh. Place the palms to touch in front of the heart. If the foot on the inner thigh is not very comfortable, you can place the foot on the inner shin or even at the inner ankle. Press the palms firmly against each other and the thumbs into the heart center. Release the hands, knee faces forward, release the foot. And switch, pick up the left foot, either at the inner shin, inner ankle, or at the inner thigh. Firm the hips to the midline. Palms touch in front of the heart center. A nice little trick here to maintain better balance is to fix your gaze at a non-moving object. This helps you focus better and hence builds more concentration, which makes your balance a bit better. And if you fall out of the pose, go back into it. It's just yoga. Nice. Let's have the knee face forward, release the leg. And now walk towards the back of your mat, facing towards the front of your mat. Step your right foot forward, hands in the hips. Shift the weight onto your right foot, lift the back heel, breathe in. Exhale, lift your back leg as you reach the chest forward. Use your hands to square off through the hips so the hip points face down. And hug your elbows towards each other. Firm your belly button slightly in and back. Come out of the pose, release, land back and switch. Step your left foot forward, prepare for warrior 3, hands in the hips, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lift the back leg high up. So really the torso and your lifted leg behind you should be somewhat parallel to the mat. Keep your back lifted foot active. So either point the toes or kick the heel. Come on up, release and relax. Let's come down to sit onto the mat. Stretch the legs out to the mat in front. Separate the feet, let them flop. Stretch your arms out to the back. Close your eyes, allow the weights to rest into the hands. And take a few moments here as we shift gears from our standing postures to our seated poses. Good. Bend your knees. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. Knees fall out to the sides. Cobbler's pose. Place the hands on the shins or the feet. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Allow the elbows to stick forward and out as you bring the chest forward. Release the back of the neck and breathe. Our seated postures offer us a great opportunity to be a little more mindful of our breath and the pace of our breath. So I encourage you to slow down your breath pattern here, especially the exhalations. And breathe in, bring yourself out of the pose. Exhale, close the knees together. Stretch the legs out to the mat in front. Bend your left knee. Sole of the foot touches the right thigh. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold forward, chest towards the thigh. If you can't quite reach the right foot, you can either use a strap or a towel or a scarf or belt, or bend your right knee if you don't have any of those besides you. Or place the hands on the shins. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the chest, come out of the pose. Exhale, release the hands, let's switch legs. Bend the right knee, sole of the foot touches the inner thigh, arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. I often offer reminders to breathe in our postures because sometimes we forget to breathe or our mind gets distracted and we get carried away with our thoughts. And so to improve our concentration, I encourage you to bring the mind back to the breath, to stay present, to stay focused on what we are working with at hand. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, release the hands, stretch out the leg. And let's come to lie on to our backs. Bend your knees, separate the feet to the edges, let the knees touch. Take a moment in this constructive rest here. From here, walk the feet hip width apart, hands by the side of the hips, palms down. Inhale, bridge pose, elevate the hips up to the ceiling. Press the feet down as you lift the hips high. Breathe in. Exhale to lower down to the floor. Bring the knees to the chest, hold from the top of the knees. Lift the head, lift the chest, nose or chin towards the knee, round through the back. And release the head and neck onto the floor. Feet on the mat, straighten the left leg to the mat in front. Bring the right knee to the chest. Left palm over it, twist knee to the left side. Bring the knee back to center, inhale. Exhale, release the leg. Let's switch, bend the left knee, inhale. Exhale, send the knee to the right side, using the right palm as a bit of weight on the right knee. You may look up to the ceiling or to the left side or close your eyes. Bring the knee back to center, inhale. Exhale, release the leg. And from here, bring the soles of the feet to touch. Let the knees fall to either sides. This reclined cobbler's pose. Place one palm on your belly, one palm on your heart center. And we practice a few rounds of full yogic breathing, this 3-part yogic breath. With the inhalation, feel the abdomen expand. As you exhale, feel the belly button draw in and back. Breathe in, abdomen expand, sides of the ribs expand. Exhale, ribs draw in, belly draws in. Inhale, abdomen, the ribs expand, upper chest expands. Exhale, upper chest, ribs draw in, belly draws in. Like a wave, breathe and expand all 3 parts of the body, front to back, side to side. Exhale as you empty all the stale air out completely. Give yourself about 2 more breaths here. Release the hands now. Close the legs together. Stretch the legs to the mat in front. Let them flop to either sides. Allow the body to rest in Shavasana. Shavasana is your final asana which closes the practice. So allow the face, the forehead to be fully relaxed. Let your arms fall heavy onto the mat. Let the midsection of the body fall heavy, hips onto the mat. Allow the legs, right and left leg, the feet, right and left foot, to be fully relaxed and rested. Now move the fingers and the toes. Awaken the physical body. Reach the arms up and over the head. Give yourself a nice good stretch. Release the arms out by sides. Bend your knees. Roll fully to the right hand side. Manage your weight to come up into any comfortable seated posture. Bring your palms to touch in front of your heart center. Rub your palms together, create this warmth. Place them over your eyes and gradually open your eyes within the cupping of the hands. Release the hands out to the sides. Okay everyone, have a wonderful day ahead and I hope to see you practicing with me on another video sometime soon. Take care, bye.